Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back to another episode of Army Men of War, and we're right here with General Cerner, named by one of you guys in the previous video. So big shout out to Bob the Builder, you named this general. So this guy has been told by Sultan Levantine, the leader of the Tangerian people, to hold Tanoi at all costs. So that's just what they've done. They've created roadblocks, and a lot of you saw from the previous battle, they managed to hold half of the city, and we will go over to the GBT side in a moment. But the strategy for the Tangerians and the Reds in this situation is, the Reds are going to be sending more forces from the north and reinforcing the central position, but they're going to arrive a little bit later than expected, you see, because they're still on their way. But in the meantime, all the Reds that arrived in the previous battle, which is in the description if you missed part 1, they're going to be manning these houses along this line, look, so you can see them. All in these houses, they've got a mix of weapons. They've got some RK-47s and a lot of rifles as well. And they're in pretty much every building. I've put soldiers in every building around here, look. So they're going to be holding as long as they can against all these GBT forces. And if we look over here, this is the aftermath of the previous battle. You can see that the Tans have brought up some mortars, and they're currently firing them over as covering fire for some of their soldiers and just letting them know that they're still here. Everything has gone quiet. You can see that they have piled up a lot of the plastic soldiers into different colours, so you can see that the Tans lost a lot of troops last battle, and so did the Tangerians, and so did a lot of the Blues as well, look, so they've just been piling them up. They've moved up some of their trucks, and they've brought in some reinforcements, but they are going to be very limited in this battle. They've even brought up some of those missile things over here, look, which they can use in an emergency. I'm only going to use these in emergency because, like, they create so much lag, because all these buildings are extremely destroyable. So anyway, we can see that there is some medics on the field as well. Some of them are carrying some of the bodies, look. And yeah, so we're going to press the start button now, and we're going to watch everything kick off again. So let's just say this was a peacetime. They gave each other a little bit of time to collect each other's dead, and now they're going to start again. So these guys are going to advance, so it's going to be Pumas, Tans, Greens and Blues. So here we go. And the battle commences. No idea who's going to win this battle, but this is the second part, like I say, so there is going to be the first part in the description if you missed it. And our objective is to take out General Cerner. Here's the leader up here. The Greens are sending some planes over. We are going to experience a little bit of lag right here. I can hear them in the distance. Oh my god, they're bringing a BTR down the road. Oh, this is horrible. The Dushka on the front has been taken out though, straight away. Wow, you see what I mean with the lag? I think a bomb just hit the buildings right there. Not too sure what's happened to the rest of the planes though. I'm not sure if the planes flew through or they got shot down. One or the other. I think they actually managed to get through. Some of the Tans and the Blues have made it through on this side now. Now experiencing house-to-house combat, street-to-street combat, look, with the Tangerians. Both sides will be exchanging fire with mortars. And this tank previously did a lot of damage on this front. We even tried moving up 2 tanks, which you could see in the thumbnail of the last video. But this tank right here, even though it's only a light tank, managed to take out 2 medium tanks. So it must have been a very good shot. Look at this. A beautiful battlefield. This has got to be one of my favourite battles in the whole series. Not my favourite map though. I prefer more open maps. Tell me in the comments, what's your favourite map? You prefer them to be open or really urban like this? You can see that the Tan mortars are doing a good job, and I think all the soldiers, including the Pumas, that's it, right, Pumas, are in the forest now, exchanging fire with the buildings, and the Reds are putting up a good fight. You can see that when they get shot, they do fall out of the windows. But if the Tans, the Greens and the Blues do take this city, which is this city centre right here, it will become an independent VietTan, which means that the Oranges might leave the war altogether. Maybe they'll still be at war, but because the Tans and the Greens and the Blues own both of the bridges into VietTan, there's going to be no way for the Oranges to reinforce this position, which means it'll be the West versus the East pretty much. So the Greens, the Blues and the Tans will be going against the Reds, as the Reds will be the only superpower to be able to retake this city. But will they focus on this city when they've got more important matters to focus on? Here comes the Puma. As they are fighting on two fronts at the moment, they're currently fighting in the neutral zone, and they're also supporting the Greys that have just landed in Britannia. So we are going to be jumping from battle to battle. But this time round it has been the GBT's turn. And it is the GBT versus Gore, so it's a bit like NATO versus the Warsaw Pact. East versus West. A lot of soldiers moving through now. Using these dead toy tanks as cover. It's a shame about that BTR. In the test recording that I did prior to this video, this BTR lasted a really long while. I mean, it didn't get taken out. So it just goes to show anything can happen in this series. Absolutely anything. An extreme explosion there. There's a little bit of lag. Got another green platoon moving up the right flank now. If anything, they want to focus down this pathway down here. There's no resistance, but the only thing is they don't know that. We have got some red support moving in to reinforce this position as well. We've got General Cerner over here, holding his ground. It's been in this city now for a good few weeks. Greens did surround it. There is no civilian casualties though, because they were all got. They would have all been moved prior to the whole invasion. Because plastics do care about their civilians. I think with GBT and GOR forces being at an all-time high, I think we might be able to go back to the human dimension in a future video as well and see what sort of stress it's causing in that dimension. More reinforcements on the way. I assure you they are very limited on reinforcements. If the Greens, the Tans and the Blues run out of men, that's it then. They have lost this war. It gives a full chance for a full division of Reds to move in and take the city. But you can see that this city is super defendable. I mean, if there was maybe a couple of hundred Oranges defending the city and they managed to hold back a whole division of men. But could you imagine if it had the full might of the Greens, the Blues and the Tans in this whole city? Oh, mortar hit right there. Look at part of the building as well. He's all alone, separated from his squad. What's his name? What's your name, soldier? Report to the mighty. That is Clive Reed. No kills. Very unexperienced private. He's just looking around now. He's like, that was my bro. That was my brother Jimmy. We grew up together. That one there's Paul. That one's Gregory. These poor Blutanians. Oh, but he's got a lot more men over here. Reinforcing the position. They're exchanging fire with something here though. What are they fighting? I think they're fighting a mortar at the moment. Mortar's doing most of the damage. There is a lot of men in this centre, including two of these light tanks, and there's a lot of Oranges in these windows as well. Just waiting for them to get to the central position. General Cerner's not giving up. He's drawn his pistol and he's holding his ground. He is lying on the floor though, because a general needs to stay alive. What is an army without a general? Absolute carnage, that's what it is. These men need to stop concentrating in piling up together, because a direct mortar shot would be very effective right now. As you can see, look, we still have quite a lot of defences in the centre of the town. Got a full division of men moving up on here. So if the Tans do reinstate a government in VietTan, they will they'll put Platos as their president. And there is a bit more of a backstory to this as well. The reason that the Tans are in VietTan in the first place is because when the Oranges when they took over the Tan Empire, the old Tan Empire, because VietTan and Tangerian used to be one, you see, under the Tan Empire, but it fell apart after the fall of the Tans in the human dimension in Series 1. Their economy collapsed, and that's what the Greens wanted. And then the Greens wanted to install a Western power into their government, which they assigned Platos to take over the government. But what they didn't expect was rebellion from the Oranges, and then the Oranges took over and they appointed Sultan Rumek, the tyrant, as the head of state. He became the Sultan of Tangeria, and then what he did was he banished all Tans to VietTan, and he stopped reproduction of all Tan soldiers, meaning that an orange super race became the primary colour in Tangeria, and then that's why VietTan is so prone to rebellions and things like that. So then the Greens were like, do you know what, after the whole attack on Pearl Harbor thing, it was like, do you know what, we're going to fund a coup in VietTan, and we're going to get Platos, we're going to give them some weapons. Even the Greys sent them weapons, they even bought some Grey K-47s, and so on and so forth. But they're still doing a very good job to hold them. We've not had any men reach the centre yet. As if any of our men do reach the centre. There's a full platoon of men moving up here as well. We're going to have to do a body count at the end of this. I will put a link to my Discord in the description this time. I do keep meaning to, but I do forget some videos. And then the videos stop picking up views, and then I'm like, I don't want to touch it, you know what I mean? Because I'm scared if I touch my video, change the description or something, they'll just stop getting views, because you just don't know what YouTube's algorithm's like, you see. I've got an MG here, what's he doing? Using this foxhole as cover. Why are they retreating? I think what we need is now, when I said emergency, we're going to use some covering fire from these missiles over here. So what I'll do is, to make it fair, I am going to blind fire them into the sky. Like that. I have no idea where they're going to land. Hopefully it doesn't land on our own troops. That one's already been shot. It might get a little bit laggy here. Oh, that was a really good shot. That was a really good shot. That's just what they needed, really. They've even managed to take out General Cerner. Oh wow, the generals are gonna. That's unfortunate for him. But he wasn't really an important character, was he? Well, he was, but he wasn't a major character, was he? I think the Greens are making another attempt on the centre now. The Tans are still focused on the left. I don't think there's any blues left. I mean, there was a full platoon of blues over here, but I'm not sure if they've managed to push through. There is a full squad of reds over here. They've come out of the buildings now, and I think they're trying to push the Tans back on this flank. This will be interesting. No idea who's going to win. This is actually a really exciting battle. And I love the fact that I don't know the outcome of them. I mean, I do all the scripts, and I know if one side's got an advantage or anything like that, but with this game you just don't know who's going to win, which makes it super exciting to commentate, and also super exciting to watch as well, I guess. I think the Puma's opening fire now on the Reds, but the Reds don't seem to be phased. Very brave. Glory to the Red Union. There is a BTR in here. He's parked up for some reason. Maybe his men have got out of the BTR and they're filling up this house or something. Other than that, I don't think there's any more Reds around here. I think all reinforcements on this whole map now have been replenished. Or used up, is that the right word? Yeah, used up, we'll say. Here come the Greens. Here come the Greens. Got some G16s there. Those things are super effective. I mean, the only thing that can match the G16 is the RK-47. All these guns are one-shot kill. Everything's gone quiet now. Some dead blues there. They need to move. They need to move. Move, green screens. You need to move. Watch out, watch out! Oh, we just got shot in the head. How are we doing over here? No more reinforcements? Not too sure if there's any men in these still. Oh, there is. Let's push these down for them. That's all the helping hand I'm giving them. Oh, there is a tank as well. Why is this thing not pushing forward? Let's move this forward as well. I think he's stuck behind a tree. Remember guys, I'll always help them if they get stuck behind a tree. Moving. There we go. We'll leave them to that. We're taking a lot of shots. Tangerians have done super well. Wasn't expecting them to last this long. You know, with the amount of men that was attacking them, the Tangerians might actually still win this one. Because there's not that many men with the floating hats. And there's not actually that many men on the battlefield. And that's got another shot in it, so let's shoot that. There we go. Where's it going to land? Same position, is it? Oh, it's hitting the buildings. Feel sorry for anybody inside those buildings. I think they should have readjusted fire to the right a little bit, and they would have probably won the battle for the whole GBT forces. The Tangerians still hold 2 tanks over here. And these things are armed with machine guns, cannons. I'm not going to move them because they're in a really good position. The Greens are going to need to get some AT up there. Just a matter of time though until they get the orders to move in again. I'm not seeing any more reinforcements. There's more bodies to add to these piles. A couple of guys over here. This thing's still shooting there, I don't know why. It's better. Okay, so this guy's got stuck behind a tree again now. This tank is the only hope for the Greens. I'm just going to manoeuvre him around these trees and see if we can get him into some action. There is 2 tanks to counter it, so there's no bias there. It's just a matter of keeping it realistic, keeping it entertaining for you guys that are watching. Which I hope you are entertained, by the way. I sure as hell am entertained. I love making these videos for you all. I think that's it. I'm not seeing anybody left in the centre. I think there is some men left in these houses though. Yeah, there's one there, look. Oh no, there's a few in there. They're like, right men, do not let this room go without under any cost, you know. Just don't move. Oh look, we can see what they can see, look, through the windows. Oh, you can see them in the distance over there, look. It's a matter of time now until the Greens get through. I want to bring this tank up. Is he stuck behind another tree? God damn it. Remind me to never place these trees on the map ever again. Hashtag no trees. There we go. Now he should be in the clear. We'll leave him to it. He did really well to survive that long. This tank's been there from the start. He even went through the first battle. Battle of No Man's Land. There's been a lot of casualties in this war so far. A hell of a lot. Here he goes. He's going to engage these tanks now. This tank's waiting for him though. Oh, did he just shoot through the house? No, he's rolling through the house now. He's like, yep, well I'm bigger than you. I can crush down walls. What can you do? He's like, I don't need to crush down walls. I'm just going to wait for you. And some soldiers are following him as well. Got some tank on tank action here. Who's going to win? Let me know in the comments. Pause the video right here. Let me know in the comments. Oh. Not too sure if he disabled the orange tank right there. He might have just disabled it. I mean, look at the barrel on that. Oh god, just double tap, that's it. Just to make sure. I think we might have a winner here. We might have a winner. GBT forces may have only just made it. Is that tank still active as well? It is. This tank is still active. We're going to leave it where it is though. And now this gives a chance for all of the greens that are left, including the blues and the tans, to move forward and secure the central position. The clock tower. This is the famous Tanoi clock tower. This is what we've seen in 2 videos now. Because sometimes, instead of making a whole new map, I do use the same map, but I extend it. But this one here, I made it into like 3 times the size of the last map. Yep, so that tank is no more. There is a guy left though. Bit of a manoeuvre there. Let's see if we can take that tank out. Go, get him, get him. Oh, maybe not. That was terrible. Other than that, I'm not seeing anybody left, I think. We can call this a GBT win, I think, as soon as these guys are taken out. Where have they gone? Oh, here they go. Right, remember, hold this position. That tank's not going to get us. Very cool that you can see inside. But this was a super close battle. Super, super close. I mean, if that tank had got destroyed at the start, which it did in a couple of my test runs, when I was testing the scripts, they wouldn't have won this battle. This would have been a Tangerian victory. But this has been a super, super close victory. That tank's just rolling through the houses. What's he doing? Where are those Tangerians? They're still alive. Wrong house. Wrong house. So if this tank could take out this house right here, then that's the end of Tangerians in VietTan. Oh god. Oh, they threw a grenade. Did they disable it? Nope, it's still alive. All they got to do is throw an AT grenade out of the window. Now he's rolling through this building. Come on, leave them some home. They're going to get back, there's going to be nothing left for them. Is there any troops moving into the town yet? I don't think there's anybody left. I think everybody has been annihilated on this map. It is literally this tank versus everything. Where is he going? Where is he going? I'm just going to guide him back in this direction. Do not want to lose the centre. There we go. Let's see if they can take it out. We're going to have a 50-50 chance here. It's either this tank is going to take out the Tangerians in this building, or they're going to throw an AT grenade and take out the tank. Because these guys do have AT grenades as well. Who's going to win this battle? They're going to roll straight into the building. Oh no. Oh god. Oh god. Oh no, look at that. He only took half of the building. Now's your chance, boys. Oh no, they did throw an AT, but they blew themselves up. No, oh, it's up to this red. The red's going to do it. No, he's not. Well, where did that come from? There's a G16 soldier somewhere around here. There he is. The last man alive. Is this the last man alive? A bar rifle. Let's have a look. Names. Danny Hernandez, the only soldier left. 0 kills. Oh no, there's a tan as well. We have a tan. Yeah, this is a GBT victory. The Oranges no longer own Tanoi, meaning that this could mean a united VietTan. So I think the next step for us... Oh, maybe not. Who are they shooting? There's a sniper somewhere. Danny Hernandez versus a sniper. No, it's not. It's Oranges. Orange is still in that building. It's not a victory yet. Oh, but the tank knows he's there. Oh god, I think this is the last building. Where are they? Where are they fighting from? There they are. There's quite a few in there. There's like 4. There's like... Pretend you're a statue. Pretend you're a statue. Don't move. We've got AT grenade. No, don't blow yourself up. God damn it. Back to the academy for you. I feel really sorry for those guys. That's a good attempt though. But yeah, it's a GBT victory. So Danny Hernandez, and let's have a look at the name of the tan. The last tan survivor as well. Let's have a look. He's got a great K47. Leoshi Kato with 7 kills. So remember that name, Leoshi Kato. Let me know in the comments to remind me. And maybe we're going to promote him. So we'll promote him to... what do you guys think? I think, let me know. We should... Maybe a lieutenant, I think. I think maybe we should give him his own platoon or something like that. Either that or a sergeant. We'll do him sergeant. We'll give him his own squad. So Leoshi Kato, that's his name. So anyway, a big thank you to everyone that's watched this video. Like I say, we've done a lot of videos lately. We're pumping them out daily, so do stick around and hit that subscribe button. And also like the video, and do follow me on Instagram as well. Link will be in the description. So, the Tangerians no longer own Tanoi. VietTan could become an independent state now under the, well, a puppet state of the Greens, the Blues, and the, well, just the Greens and Blues, really. So, a big thank you to everyone that's watched, and I will see you all in the next one.